Good afternoon. Welcome to the Country Computer Consultant. Been fighting a lot of viruses lately. A lot of rootkits are out there, getting through some older versions of AVG, from GRIsoft.com. AVG antivirus, my main one I've been using for almost 6-7 years now. For small businesses, AVG works pretty good. It's real cost effective. You buy it in 5 packs. You can get it for almost about $11-12 per PC per year. And with companies that out in rural America like this that are 5 to 50 people, works quite well. Unfortunately, there were several 0-hour viruses that came out there that got their old 7.5. I saw this first starting a couple months ago, and I'm seeing it more. I've still got some legacy systems out there, so laptops I'll see once every 3 to 6 months. It's still at the 7.5. The 8.0 was able to see it and stop it. I haven't had any problems with 8.0. I've gotten away from all the more expensive and intrusive and dog slow Norton Security, Norton Antivirus, all the McAfee junk. Stayed away from all that. But there's a lot of things that you got to make sure. Viruses in general, you got to make sure that your antivirus, the definitions are updated. I mean, whenever you sit at any client PC or clients, users out there, whenever you sit at your own, look down there. Make sure the icon is the proper color. Make sure there's not an exclamation point. Make sure there's not a little pop-up window saying that your definitions are out of date or you need to restart. Some of these definitions that are automatically downloaded, your computer has to be restarted. Certain processes have to be restarted from a reboot for those new either virus definitions or program updates. The antivirus engine to be updated and to run properly. So keep an eye out that. Just don't let that go. Especially with the AVG icon, you see that gray for a day or a week or a month. That's your own fault there. You got to make sure that stuff gets done. I can't come around and reboot and update and restart and make sure subscriptions didn't run out and stuff like that. So make sure that nice little colored icon is not grayed out. Again, with the subscription, you usually I buy mine in groups of 2 years at a time, and 2 years can really fly by. So watch that. Keep that up to date. Make sure you're seeing the icons. Some of these bad versions of malware and spyware, they can actually disable the antivirus, and you might not see the antivirus icon there in the lower right system tray. So if you haven't seen it in a while, look for it. Sometimes you might have so many things running there. There might be some icons that are shifting it off to the left. Look for the little arrow. Click on that right arrow, which moves that slider bar over, and you can see more of the icons on that right. Make sure you see it. Number one, make sure it's not gray. Number two, make sure all the definitions are getting there. Second thing, be careful, man, because I got my butt kicked back in December, November, just a few months ago. Had a bad virus get through because it came out like on a Tuesday at 3, and the fix for it came out on that Wednesday at 10 a.m. So it was about a 12 to 15 hour window. The virus hit the internet, and then the virus definition came out. Just keep in mind, 7.5 checks once a day. 8.0 checks every 4 hours. That's why my 8.0s did not get hit. My 7.5s did. Make sure that you use these new little keys, little thumb drives, with a Write Protect, because what kicked my tail was that we downloaded the fix for it, I got the updates for it, and I had a virus removal tool before I had this, and I had a different little thumb drive, and unbeknownst to me, the virus was implanting on my dadgum thumb drive. So the next system I went, it infected it or carried on the infection, no matter what I was trying to do. So if you're trying to eliminate a virus infestation, make sure you have one of these thumb drives. They're from, like this one I have is from automation. It's a 16 gig, it's a little bit expensive. I pay like $75 for it, but it has a Write Protect button, a little slider back and forth. So, you know, I was able to go out and get one real quick, put the fix on it, Write Protect it, and then go out to these 25 systems I had to take care of. And plus, it got every share on the server. So every time somebody had to go to one of those shares on the Windows 2003 server, it got that too. But it took about 16 hours, but we got that cleaned up. And the reason for it is because the check was once a day, and that virus came out in one day, and the fix came out about 12 hours later. So make sure you have the good tools, like your Write Protected flash drive. Make sure you and your clients are watching those icons. Don't be lazy about it. You know, reboot when it says reboot. You know, the new 8.0 AVG got the little explanation point on it when it's something you really need to look at. Right-click it, open the user interface, see what it's fussing about. Might have to restart. There might be some sort of update problem where it hasn't updated. You know, right-click and do the update. Watch it. Sit there and watch it, because you might do the update and it runs for 5 minutes. You go grab something to drink, and then next thing you know, well, now it needs to restart. Watch it, restart it, and don't stop. Keep up the effort until that icon's good. All right. The sickening thing with 8.0 is it takes care of the spyware too. 7.5 didn't do that. So now I don't have to rely on things like Spybot or a second, third-party piece of software just to do spyware. The AVG 8.0 takes care of that too. So that's good to have. It's mandatory. I even talked to a couple people that are still running without antivirus. None of my clients, just some friends of mine that I talked to. I don't see how they haven't gotten hit. But it's so prevalent out there. There's a lot of spyware that that you can catch from these bad and bogus websites that'll bring in viruses. Especially with these rootkits. I mean, they get deep down in the kernel and they will just turn all sorts of stuff off. They will turn off your system restore, disable your antivirus. It knocks out the task manager, msconfig, all this stuff that you need to be able to fight it. And all of a sudden you're blind because it disables all the stuff you use to be able to fight it. So, stay very vigilant and fight these dadgum things, whether you're in the big city, Lord help you, or in the nice country with a lot of small clients that are very nice to deal with like I have. So, that's the deal here. It's nice out today. Somebody's sighting in their rifle right now. And y'all have a good day. This is a Country Computer Consultant signing out.